sir. I want to welcome live stream viewers tuning in. Just about get ready here for Thursday Night Thunder. I need Eric to check in and Dexter. Dexter's good. Just need Eric. All right, gentlemen, let's bring them up to speed. You got 120 to turn and burn. Spread them out. Turn them loose. Again, we need our marshals out there. Zach is out there. Robert's out there. Mark Van Neersen needs out there. And I need a volunteer for myself. First round. All right, got Ratfink tuning in on YouTube. That's Mr. Mark Mosier. Mark had a hand in the Ocala bomber class. All right, is there a chance I get Mr. Bradley out there for me? Can I voluntold you? Dustin, way. Actually, since Mark's going down there, I just one right down here in front of me. That's it. You guys just stand here and look pretty. We're good, Justin. We're good. You got to come out later on after your race anyways. Oh, yeah, we didn't go over that part, so. Looks like my drivers are ready to rock and roll. Order is as on the sheet. Dexter, Greg, Chuck, Eric, and JR. Mitch. Watch online. Two guys in this class have the new Losi 22X. See how that goes. We got two heats tonight of stock buggy. A couple of these guys in here are 21.5s, and they've been faster, so that's going to make things interesting. All right, Mr. Dexter. Right now, the local hot shoe. See what he can do against these 17.5 guys. Dexter on the tone. Greg. Chuck. And we'll give JR a second here. JR. Mr. Eric out there, gung-ho, ready to rock and roll. He wasn't waiting for me to spread these guys out, give them some clean room to run. No mercy, sweep the leg. All right, first lap, Dexter, JR, Chuck, Greg, and Eric. We'll see how it shakes down after about 2 or 3. Closer time on the pace. Dexter happened to shake and bake here with some traffic. JR, looks like JR is going to take over that top spot at the moment by 2.8 over Dexter. JR in the fluorescent yellow. Dexter in the all black. Those are your Losi guys. They're out front. And it was Chuck in third. He's up to second now on pace. We'll see what happens here after it all shakes out. And yes, Chuck going to take over that second spot now. It's JR in the fluorescent yellow. Chuck's got the white lid with the red and blue on it. Dexter in the black and on third. Greg in fourth, running the stealth mode. He's got the pink and clear body. And Mr. Eric in the white with the green on it. Guys coming down from Tennessee, Nashville area. Guys here working. Work trip. All right, fast laps so far. JR with a 16.5, Dexter 16.8, Chuck 17.4, Greg 16.9, and Eric with an 18.7 last time by for Eric. Back with another 18.8. Going out there wide. Yeah, the current new red track conditions, you definitely need to be in that racing line. Our lane at 16, 2 down, 245 down, 215 to go. Up next, we have a second heat of stock. The Zach, Robert, Mark, Jake, and Terrell. Greg with a 16-8. Oh, we got a little kerfuffle over second double. Watch online, jump in the chat, let us know where you're tuning in from. If you're rooting for anybody who. Dexter with a 16-6. That's a new fast lap for him. Dexter is running a 21.5. Chuck is running a 21.5 motor. These guys are second and third right now in this class at the moment. We'll see how it shakes out after the race 2. JR dropping a 15.8. And looks like Chuck got a little wrong there. Caution entering the infield. In race 2, you're up in about 40 seconds. Over to my view here is basically what I'm seeing. A little better idea of the elevation here. Five seconds, drivers on the race clock. 5 seconds on the race clock. Going, guys. Keep going. I'll let you know when you're done. Keep going. Dexter is done. Everybody else keep going. Everybody else keep going. Only Dexter's done. Eric is done now. Chuck and Greg's done. Looking for JR to finish out here. Marshals, hold your position. Pressing yellow car. And shut it down. JR going to set the early TQ 19 laps, 5:15. Dexter with 17.506. Linebach 5:14. Rajna 5:18. And Eric with 14 laps. Most important thing is everybody finished the race in one piece. All right, gentlemen, can you give me just 1 second here? As always, there wouldn't be a day at the RC track without one little issue. All right, let's get him checked in. All right, Terrell, cross the line one more time for me, Terrell. All right, I think everybody's checked in otherwise. We like our marshals are out there. Gentlemen, let's roll them off. We'll get one more down here by me. Gets out here. The major players right now. Mr. John Grant tuning in all the way from Sarasota. Hopefully it's a nice evening. JR right up here is fine. Yeah. Anywhere up here. Don't want to get whacked, but Once again, the weather guy is not quite getting it totally right. It's overcast. All right, drivers on the stand, this is your opportunity to yell at Greg if he needs to move that bucket towards me or not. Some of you guys may have a little issue with that corner behind him. Got 10 in stock buggy tonight. We'll see how the qualifying goes. The pace is close enough, we might run all 10. Otherwise, there's probably going to be a B main. Yeah, but I can't marshal that. I'm kidding. We'll sort it out here in a minute. All right, looks like most of our drivers are ready to rock and roll, so we'll get them to the starting area down there. Order will be Terrell, Mark, Zachary, Jake, and Robert. And looks like Eric's going to help out Mr. Chuck out there. Go out with Chuck down there. There's 2 cones out there. That'll work. All right, boys and girls. So my driver's in the driver's stand. Make sure you're happy with where Greg is at. We can move the bucket north or south here if you need to. I know. Usually towards me. Bring the bucket and sit on it. Are we happy? We good? Now, the key thing is don't use them and you don't have to worry about them moving. All right, your current TQ, JR, 19 laps, 5:15. Everybody else in the 17, so some room to work with there. Carol on the tone. Mark. Zach. Jake. And Robert. We're off and running. Oh, we got a couple guys need Marshall already. Oh, was that Jake going over the top, throwing the elbow drop down on Netzel? Could be mistaken. No, that wasn't. That was Terrell. We know Mark can be fast. He is on a 19.506 pace after 2 laps. We'll see if he can maintain that. It's Terrell in second, Jake in third, Robert and Zachary at the line. Once again, it'll all shake out here in a few. Justin, come here a second. Awesome. All right, Jake dropping a 16.6 on the previous lap. Mark Van Neersen in that, on your screen, looks like a black car. Got some ghost stuff on that in gray. Oh, they're going over the double together. Mark had a 15.6. That was a new fast lap for the race. Terrell's got a 16 flat. Jake 16.6. Netzel 16.4. Zach with a 16.6. And Mark just using 8 wheels to turn better than 4 at times. Down the straightaway they come here. Jake with us another 16.6. Robert Netzel's a 16-2-9. Zach throwing the throttle down here. Oh, they get tangled up in the infield. At the line is Van Neersen, Netzel, Carroll, Jake, and Zach separated by 3.9 on the clock here. Sportsman, you're up next in 120. 120 to go in this one. $50 seconds to go. Right now, it's Mark on a 19-lap run here, just about 8/10 off that TQ pace that he had going earlier. 8/10 behind JR's time. Carroll in second. Back 6.5 there on an 18-lap pace. Robert on an 18-lap pace. Jake on a 17.509, going to put him 6th overall at the moment. Montgomery on a 17.518, going to put him 8th at the moment. That is the race clock. Drivers, keep going, keep going. I'll let you know when you're done. Keep going. Keep going. Van Neersen is done. Keep going. Carroll is done. Looking for Netzel, Jake, and Zach to finish out here. And just looking for Netzel to finish out. Everybody else is done. And shut it down. Mark Van Neersen, 18.502, going to take that one. Going to put it 2nd overall. Carroll Bowen with 18.508. Going to put it 3rd at the moment. Netzel with a 5.11. Going to line up 4th. Ingstrom with a 17.510. Going to put it 6th. And Montgomery with a 5.14. Going to put it 8th. All right, we got a little battle here. Mano a mano for some sportsmen. At the end of this next race, we're going to need a couple volunteers to help that last race out. Marshalling, that is. RC Mayhem tuning in. Thank you, sir. All right, so I believe that is Justin. All right, boys and girls, Mr. Sticks might be calling this race. He's definitely calling the next one. Yeah, if Sticks has got to call the race, then got to close the doors. Temporarily, that is. All right, my marshals are starting to head on here. Thank you, gentlemen. Got 2 of them. Just need 4. These guys are good. All right, guys, we're going to turn you loose. Roll them off. You got a minute 45 to get it sorted out. 2 marshals out there, so wreck by them if you're going to wreck. Get the others out here in just a moment. Looking for... Let's see, Mr. Zach's already out there. Thank you, sir. Get Terrell out there. Out there. All right, I'm still learning everybody's names here. We should do with that. Ooh, Justin pushing a little wide there, and he recovers. Really bummed out. I called some people out for this week. They could be scared. You never know. Had to go steal the championship belt from Newberry last Friday night, so feeling pretty good. I figure my chances here are good too. All right, I'll be back there in a couple weeks. Got to defend that title. All right, gentlemen, let's get him back to the starting area down there at the beginning of the straightaway. Got a cigarette I see lit underneath my roof. Who's RC Mayhem? Throw your name in the chat there. All right. Mark, please put it out. We're underneath the roof here. All right, your order is Mr. Bradley, followed by Justin. I want to give you guys the opportunity to race either heads up or spread them out. It's up to you. Doesn't matter to me. Not sure how much fun you guys wanted to have, so I'm going to hit the button, and whatever happens, happens. It's that simple. So you guys figure it out. All right, gentlemen, less than 5. Off and running. Oh, Matt going deep on the double. So does Justin. Matt rolled it over. Somehow got it back on his wheels. Justin lands it. And it was a 20 flat for Matt, a 21-2 for Justin. Justin pretty fresh to the racing part of it, I guess. So far, he's doing all right. Justin coming back with a new fast lap at 20.4. Matt has a 19.3. Matt stepping up. He might be sandbagging an 18.6. Justin with a 19.9 now. Starting to get into their groove. Oh, might have jiggled the and need to jiggle the power situation on Justin's car. Got him back into the race. Great job, guys. Racers helping racers. All right, 2 down, 3 to go. 5-minute qualifier tonight for Sportsman. And Matt rocking a 15 lap pace here. Justin on 12 had a long pit stop there to fix the power, but he's coming by with a good lap here. 19.8. That's a new fast lap for him. Down 2 to go.
Got Matt Bradley out in front right now. He's got himself on a 15-5-12 pace. Justin right behind him with a race is over, race is over. When you cross the line, you are over. Lap on that is a 15-5-17. Justin 14-5-18. Up next, four-wheel drive. We're going to definitely need some volunteer marshals on this one, please, and thank you. Looking for one more to go down to the far side. Get your hot laps in. Checked in. Your starting lineup for this one is Zach, Robert, Mark, and Mason. Guys are ready. We got 30 seconds left on the clock, but you're ready. Get yourself lined up. All right, now Mason, am I starting you all off on the tone, or you guys trickle off? Every 10? I mean, what is it? Tone, Robert, Mark, Mason. Peter with a 15.996. Robert coming back at him with a 15.58 though. Mason out in front, Robert in second. Oh, they just switched up. Mark back in third, Zach back in fourth. Netzel with a fast lap of a 15.585 though. Like we're gonna have ourselves like battle for. Mason out in front, Robert right behind him coming down the straightaway. Mason laying down a 15.61 for a fast lap. Robert right behind him. Mark Van Neersen in third and Zach back there in fourth. Mason on a 19.507. Robert right behind him with a 19.511. Mark Van Neersen with a 19.514. And Zach with a 17.5 flat. Sky high over there. I don't know if the computer's playing games with me or not, but Mark Van Neersen just put down a 15.46. Heard it there. We got 2 minutes left. We got Mason McCombs out in front, Robert Netzel in second, Mark Van Neersen in third, and Zach in fourth. Mason on a 19.507, Robert on a 19.508, Mark Van Neersen on a 19.513. Caution on that backside. Zach is on a 17.507. Sorry for the lapse. Mason is still out in front. Woo! God, Mark just nitro on that. He just put down a 15.442. Mason McCombs in first place. Mark Raby. Oh, Mason McCombs in first place. Robert Netzel second. Mark Van Neersen third. Zach in fourth. Got ourselves a battle. You guys are flip flopping faster than I keep track. Oh, pipe. Thank you. Peter, Mark Van Neersen just put down a 5-1, a 15-12. Races over. When you cross the line. Zach, you are done. Everybody else still go. Mark, you are done. Robert, you're done. Mason, you're done. Mason taking that one in first place with a 19.509. Robert Netzel right behind him in second place with a 19.513. Mark Van Neersen in third with an 18.505. And Zach with a 16-5 flat.
All right, boys and girls, it is 10 after 8, so we're going to take probably a 15-minute break here to kind of get back on schedule a little bit. Get started up. We'll call it 8:25. All right, boys and girls, it's time for round 2. We're looking for JR, Dexter, Chuck, Greg, and Eric to get them down and checked in. Marshals will be last race of the round. It's myself, Robert, Mark, and Zachary. Got Mr. Matt out there volunteering, and he's running off. He's like, oh, I got to do stuff. Here comes a Chuckster, currently qualified in 7th right now. Chuck's going to have to take the hat and spin it around to the back and go over the top. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. All right, Chuck and Eric checked in. We got Steve Downey online here. Tuning in, sir. Good to see you tonight. Yes, sir. I got some racing in. Right now, I've got the top time in the wheeler class with two-wheel drive, but I'm pretty sure Van Neerson's going to steal it away from me. He's got the speed. Got to keep it on his wheels. All right, gentlemen, let's get him facing the right direction and roll him off. Chuck working on his freestyle program. When the green and yellow on, you guys definitely want to be off the straightaway there. Appreciate it. And we got Mr. Chad B tuning in, asking if I got that B7 built. It's still sitting at, I think, the shock building stage. I got nothing to put in it right now. No electronics, nothing. Or like me, hard to put an RC car together. Got to pay the bills first. Oh, Greg trying to take the shortcut there. That is our patented softball system, by the way. Looks like JR is going to make it. I need to get JR checked in here, and then we'll get him back to the grid starting area in just a moment. All right, gentlemen, let's get him down to the start of the straightaway. Order will be JR, Dexter, Chuck, Greg, and Eric. Again, it's the order you finished first round. All right, gentlemen, your current TQ set by JR, 19 and 5:15, which I have a feeling that might be going down this round after Mark had a good time going and he had a kerfuffle there and set him back to second. So this ought to be interesting. JR on tone. Dexter. Chuck. Greg. And Eric. And we're off of round 2. Let's see what they got. Right. Oh, Zach with the bad flip over, not the textbook two-handed. Right now, if we have a break, it's Chuck on the bubble in 6th. Caution entering the infield. Watch online. That big jump in center is up on I don't know, 1.5 foot of dirt. That jump itself is another foot and a half. Oh, we got a kerfuffle at the start. That's at the stoplight. They're getting tangled up here in the wings. And one of our more technically challenging tracks, especially compared to the last couple we had for the Tom's race and the FRC event. All right, after two, it's JR Mitch showing the way on a new TQ run here, 19.508 in that fluorescent yellow buggy. Dexter Smith in the all black as well in second, back 8.2. Rocking the other 22X out there. So your low C's, your new low C's running show at the moment. Chuck Leinbach back 6.6 in third. Greg Rajna behind him. Like maybe about a lap back here. And Eric just dropped an 18.8. That's a new fast lap for him. Right. Digging. John Grant wants to know why there's no Sean O'Hara. I think he's got one of the graduations for the kids going on this week. I know LeCanto is tonight. I expect for the next couple weeks, hit and miss on racers. Graduations and school getting out here last couple weeks on the family vacations. First week after school's out, you know. JR with a 15.7 fast lap. Dexter 16.2. Chuck 17.1. Greg 17. Now just dropped a 16.9 that time by. And Eric with an 18.8. 3:30 down and 1:30 to go. Peter coming down the straightaway in that fluorescent yellow. Dexter Smith in the black car. Chuck Leinbach rocking the white tipped red and white or red and blue coming down the straightaway, crossing the line right now. Dexter and Chuck rocking 21.5s out here tonight. The guys got scared, so we combined them with this one. Said, let's see what you guys really got. Right now, Dexter's qualified 5th. Chuck looking at 6th place. Field of 10. Greg crossing the line in that stealth body with the pink on it. Freaking the white and green. 35 seconds. Stock buggy heat 2. Should begin staging. Carol, Mark, Zachary, Jake, and Robert. That is time, drivers. Keep going, keep going. JR with a new fast lap, 15.6. Dexter with a 16.2. Keep going, guys, keep going. Nope, done yet. JR is done. Keep going, Eric. Dexter is done. Time across the line. Chuck is. Greg is done, and Eric is for Eric. Looking for Eric. Track is hot, guys. Give Eric every bit of respect that you like. Shut it down. All right, JR taking that one, setting a new TQ. Let me flip on the TQ light here on the live stream. Unfortunately, we don't have the good TQ light here anymore. I got to work on that. Dexter Smith. Second, going to bump up one spot. The 4th overall, Chuck Leinbach with 17 laps, going to improve his 7th place time. Greg going to stay 9th with a 16-lap run, and Eric improving his 10th place time, but going to stay there. Right now, looks like there might be a B main here. Not too bad. We might be able to get away with all 10 cars in the A. Gotta have people marshaling it. And Mr. Greg out there TQing the marshaling. Thank you, sir. All right, let's get him checked in, gentlemen. Check him in. All right, just looking for Mark and Terrell. Got most of our marshals out there. All right, all my drivers are checked in. Let's face the right direction and roll them off. Eric, right up here by me. Help out Chuck down there. Help the old guy out. Now help him over there by the stoplight. Good JR out here in front of me. So these guys are going for that corner at Mach speed. All right, looks like my guys may just be ready. No, they're going to go for one more lap. All right, gentlemen, let's get in the starting area. Oh, you guys had one job. The order is Mark, Terrell, Robert, Jake, and Zachary. All right, gentlemen, once again, I already bumped up here a little bit. Right now, your top 6 have an 18-lap run there going, or better, except Mr. Jake. Either way, I have a feeling all 10 of you guys might be in the A here tonight. We'll see. I'm Mark on the tone in less than 5. Terrell. Robert. Jake. And Zach. And we're off and running Heat 2 Stock Buggy. Mark starting off with a 16.4, Terrell 16.6, Netzel 16.6, Jake with a 16.6. Let's see what Zach has. 18.1. He's better clean it up there, rookie. All right. So far, Van Neersen down to a 15.7 that time by, and now he's on a new TQ run here. Picking up about 2.5 on JR's time at the moment. Farrell back 2.3 in second. Netzel back less than a tenth in third. That's 23 thousandths. Hundreds, I don't know. Oh, 20. Jake back just under 2.5 in fourth. Here comes Zach. Let's see what the difference is there to him. Jake back 6.5 for Zach. Oh, somebody going for a tumble. Might have been Darrell. Here he comes down straight across the line, all white buggy. Yes, he's going to drop down to the third place now by 3.8 behind Netzel. Rocking the fluorescent yellow, orange, and red. Zach in the deep blue, and Mark Van Eersen in looks like all black. I assure you it's not all black. Uh-oh, I got a little steering issue with Carol's car. See if they can't jiggle it. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, unfortunately, not going to be able to finish that one. Something with the steering on it. Sorry, he's still qualified 4th overall at the moment. Here to there, 3 down, 2 to go. Sportsman's up next in about 145. $110 to go. Van Neersen on a 19.510, falling off that TQ pace a little bit. Here comes Netzel down the straightaway. He is back. 5.3 at the line. Right now, all four of our cars out there are proving their qualifying time. And it's Van Neersen and Netzel separated by 1.7 now. Zach jumping up to 3rd. Jake falling back to 4th by 6/10 here after a bad lap. 21-2 for him. Can't get it back together here. That is time, drivers. Keep going, keep going. Nobody's done yet. Keep going. Netzel is done. Missed it by half a second there for that extra lap. That would have been a 19-lap run for you, sir. Van Neersen's done. Jake is done. Looking for Zach to finish out here. He's going to take 3rd back from Jake or not and shut it down. No, he's not. He's going to fall back 1.9 there. It's Van Neersen, 19.513. Gonna improve his 2nd place time. Netzel with 18.5 flat. Gonna bump up 2 spots to 3rd. Jake with a 17.509. Gonna improve his 6th place time. Zach with 17 laps, 5:11. Bumping up 1 spot to 7th. And unfortunately, Terrell popping something with the steering there. Hopefully get that fixed for the mains. Sportsman, let's get him down and checked in. All right, looking for some marshals out here. These guys are ready to rock and roll. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, gentlemen, roll them off. We'll give you a minute here to turn and burn. You guys looking for the hobby shop? Yeah, around the door on the end of the building here. There is an orange mallet right on the table there. I see what you're doing. All right, gentlemen, let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. The order is, it doesn't really matter. You guys are racing mono and mono either way. Hopefully this round, Justin's got a little better run going. He was doing all right and had a little issue in that one. Got it back out there. So, all right, gentlemen, the button. You got 5 minutes to figure it out. Here they go. While you guys get their lap in, don't forget this week is indoor oval. Practices tomorrow inside here. Saturday's race. Saturday's race will be registration at 6, racing at 7. Beat the heat now. I'm done sitting outside in steel buildings in the middle of 95 heat. Outside is 140 degrees. Not happening. Also a little better when we get back outdoors for the night racing out there. It'll be a lot easier to maintain a track. And oval practice all day tomorrow here. New Red Hobbies, 11 to 5:30. And Saturday, gates open 10 a.m. Oval racing kicks off at 7 o'clock. All right, Justin dropping a new fast lap of 20.2. Matt has a 20.7. Both on a 14-lap run here. 5:02 for Matt, 5:20 for Justin. Separated by 3.8 at the line. Now it's down to 1.3 with Justin taking over the lead in this one. Right now, Matt does have his first round time of 15 laps, but Justin working his way here to catch up to that one. Down to a 5:05 and 14 laps. Either way, they're both in the A main. It's all good. Uh-oh. Like Justin's making an adjustment or something there. Really doing great. This is not an easy track to run right now. Quite technical. Oh, Matt forgetting to go around the corner. Matt dropping a 19.9. No, that's a new fast lap for him. Matt out there in the blue and green body with the green wheels. Justin hasn't painted his yet. Call that the stealth body. Uh-oh, he might be thermaling or something here. Might get with him on the gearing. One thirty to go, 130 to go. Wheeler, you're up next. That's going to be Zach, Robert, Mark, and myself. Oh, Matt, no pressure, buddy. We're all just watching you. Corner for Matt. Down the straightaway he goes. He's got here 18.9. That is a new fast lap for him. Better. Oh, it was. Never hurts to back up your corners. It's easier to speed up than it is to slow down and then speed up again. That is time. Race it out, race it out. I have a feeling this will be Matt's last lap here. We'll see. And shut it down. Matt going to take that one 14.512. Not going to improve his time. And Mr. Justin having some issues there. Hopefully we can get that sorted out for the main for him. All right, Wheeler, start heading this way. All right, gentlemen, we need a couple volunteer marshals out here for this one. All right, gentlemen, roll them off. I'm going to tag on about a minute here. 6 is preoccupied at the moment. You need 2 volunteer marshals to pick a spot and help us out. I could see my car on the landing. I almost drive from here, but I won't. All right, once again, I need 2 volunteer marshals to help us out here, please. I know Matt's fast. I know Justin's probably fast, but you guys are looking for a little love on the driver's stand. Come on, guys, I need a volunteer or 2. All right, gentlemen. Looks like it's going to be an Ironman race. Justin, can you go over by the stoplight instead? All right, guys, I'm going to strongly suggest you don't wreck. Oh, we need at least 1 more volunteer out here. Thank you, gentlemen. Need 1 down by the Trinity sign. Should be all right. Looks like Mr. Anthony's going to take it. All right, gentlemen. I'm going to start you off, and I'm going to come out there and race. All right, the order will be Robert, Mark, Zach, and myself. Robert on the tone in less than 5. Mark, Zach. All right, 320 down, 130 to go. Mark Van Neersen showing the way. Coming onto the front straightaway in that checkerboard car. Robert Netzel back 12.2. Zach Montgomery just dropped a 16.1 new fast lap for him. Right now, Mark and Zach, the only two improve their time. Netzel's got to find a little bit more here. Oh, Netzel getting out of that one. The power of that four-wheel drive. Here to there, one to go. Caution entering the ski jump. And we're clear. And Neersen showing the way on a new TQ run. Crossing line there with a 15.5. His fast lap's a 15.29. On a 19.5 flat. About 9 seconds ahead of the TQ set by myself. Oh, we got one tied up in front of the double. Cleared. Thank you, Anthony. Whoa, Netzel going deep. That is a race time, drivers. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Netzel's going to be done this time by. Let's see what happens here. And he's done. The other two should be done this time across the line as well. Van Neersen's done with a new fast lap, 15.21. And here comes Zach to finish out and shut it down. Mark Van Neersen, new TQ. 20 laps, 5:14. Netzel with 18.509. Going to drop one spot to third. With that 18.508. Zachary with a 17.519. Going to bump us qualifying time up but stay fourth. That is it for qualifying. It is 9:06. We will start the mains at 9:30. So about a 25-minute break here, give or take. Mains at 9:30. Our marshals for the first race, as soon as we get that thing blown off, will be our stock buggy A mainers. B main, you guys will be up here in just a couple minutes. All right, boys and girls, it's time for the mains. I need my A mainers out there to Marshall, JR, Mark, Robert, Terry, or excuse me, Terrell, Dexter, and Jake. Racers will be Zach, Chuck, Greg, and Eric. 3 minutes on the clock. Let's get him down and checked in. All right, looking for a check-in, gentlemen. I've got Zach so far. There's Chuck. Looking for Greg and Eric. All right, gentlemen, red light is on. Let's slow it down. Looking for a check-in from Eric. Check from Eric. You guys loose here. My marshals are finally getting in position. All right, roll them off, gentlemen. 120 to turn and burn. All right, gentlemen, let's slow it down and let's get him gridded up. Your BQ, Mr. Zach Montgomery, come on down. Right in the middle of that turn 3 and 4 here. There you go. Lineup second will be Chuck Leinbach. One more spot, Chuck. One more spot. And third will be Greg Rajna. And round the field, Mr. Eric Gustafson. All right, gentlemen, 5 minutes on the clock. 4 enter, 2 bump to the A. Let's see who's going to be. Everybody's going live in less than 5. And looks like we're going to have a pretty clean start here. Chuck out the lead. Oh, Greg doing the jump over him, and Chuck fighting back. Down the straightaway they go. Oh, Zach coming in like a wrecking ball, thinking he's Miley Cyrus tonight. Oh, Greg getting caught on the corner there. Watch online. This is a pretty technical track. Hard to get that perfect lap in. Tried for 2 days, so I know a little bit about it. And Chuck showing the way here with a 21.5. Zach up to second now. Greg trying to reel him back in. Pick up about 3/10 that last lap. Eric with another new fast lap for himself. Now we got a battle here between Chuck and Zach. Oh, poor Eric. He's going to start drinking heavily after this one. I can sense it. That's all right. We'll be open Sunday for practice, too. Oh, we got a kerfuffle coming over the rise here on the back, and Zach just going crazy on him. I have to review the tape for that. Zach to the lead here. Going to hold on to it anyways. Chuck in second. Greg right behind him here. Great battle between our top three. Eric praying for a little trouble for everybody to get back into this one. He is a lap behind, but keeping it mostly clean here. And Chuck to the lead. Greg to second. Oh, Greg throws it down the inside. These boys bat on out like it's trying to get on the arc. Oh, no, and a couple guys get into a little issue separately. And Chuck gonna stretch out a little lead here. Here comes Zach, and Greg's gonna get it back going. We know he's got some speed out there. He's got the fast lap of a 17.0 so far. Zach's got a 17.2, Chuck with a 17.1. Eric just dropped his 18.9. Eric going deep, and Chuck getting by him. Zach's got like no mercy, sweep the leg going on right now. Little Cobra Kai. All over Chuck now. Oh, Eric taps him here. Plenty of time though. We're just past halfway. Excuse me, a little more than halfway. 140 to go. Still plenty of time, though. You just got to be top two. Battle for that final transfer spot. Coming down the straightaway here between Zach and Greg. Zach in the blue. Greg going for the gap. Trying to keep his Ayrton Senna driver card active. Oh, Zach was trying to fight back. Just not quite enough there. $1:14 to go. Let's see what Zach does. He crossed the line back 5 seconds there. Chuck in, oh no, somebody's upside down. I think that's Eric. Chuck out in cruise control right now. Greg back 8.6. Here comes Zach. Let's see if he picked up any time here. Yes, he does. Down to 4.7. And back up to 6.2 with 30 seconds to go. It's not over till it's over. Never say die, Goonies. And it's 5.5 there at the line, and Zach going for a little tumble. Somebody's upside down, and that was Zach. Chuck going to put him a lap down here with 5 seconds to go. This might be it. That is time. When you cross line, you will be done. Chuck going to get that first transfer spot. Zach going to finish in third. Eric is done. Looking for Greg coming down to finish out this one and shut it down. Greg going to get the final transfer spot. 17 laps for Chuck, 5:03. Greg with 5:12. Difference of 8.6 there. Zach with 16 laps and the fast lap of a 16.7. Eric with 14. Chuck and Greg, you guys are bumping up to the race 4, final race of the night. All right, 3 minutes on the clock. Wheeler, you guys are up now. Mark, Robert, Zach. I think we're going to need a volunteer marshal to help out with this one. Zach is running back to back. All right, everybody's checked in. Gentlemen, let's roll it off. We can get one marshal down by the far end. Trinity signed that to help out Mr. Greg. I know he doesn't want to run everywhere down there. And one more marshal out there down by the other fan. Thank you, Mr. Eric. Appreciate it. Right after that tabletop, we should be good. These guys shouldn't be wrecking anywhere else. It's four-wheel drive. Oh, that's some high-quality H2O right there. All right, if you're watching online, pick your winner in this one. Right now, the favorite is really Mark Van Neersen, but you never know what can happen. Races. All right, gentlemen, that's last lap. Let's get him back to the grid. Your top qualifier, 20 laps in 5:14, Mr. Mark Van Neersen. Lining up second will be Robert Netzel. Third will be Zach Montgomery. All right, grid is set. 6 minutes on the clock for this one. Wheeler, you're going live in less than 5. And we're off. Oh, what a save from Zach there. If I'm not mistaken, it's like Zach's first time racing that Wheeler. He just got it a couple weeks ago. He's been maybe doing a little practice with it, getting it tuned in. Oh, he got way wide on the straightaway out to the loose stuff. That could have been bad. Dropped an 18.5. Netzel with a 16.4. Van Neersen with a 15.6. Netzel hot on his tail here, back only 1.4. Zach back 5.9. There, 1 down, 5 to go. Van Neersen dropping a 15.578. That's a new fast lap. Netzel back 4.5 at the line. Your leader rocking that checkerboard black and white out there. Netzel in the old fluorescent yellow, orange, and red. Montgomery running the copper body out there, we're going to call it for now. Fast lap for him is 16.9. Working on Netzel's two-wheel car, getting it better, and I'm not sure if he spent any time with a Wheeler today or not. Dexter, the camera is by the exalt sign. Just take a look over there and give it a nice big wave. Mr. Dexter rocking his TLR shirt tonight. Running the new TLR 22X. Liking it so far. How it goes in the main. Horseman guys are up next, just about halfway into this one. There it is, halfway. Van Neersen rocking a 23-lap run here, 6:09. Netzel on a 6:16. 3.4 between them. Looks like he's picked up some time here. Oh, Van Neersen had a 19-second lap, so that helped out. Back down to what, 16-4 a couple laps ago. Starting to find the pace in that one. Van Neersen with a 15.34. Netzel with a 15.38. Some new fast laps out there from those guys. It's 4.8 between them. And your leader getting tied up by the stoplight. Netzel not being able to take... Oh, yes, he did take advantage of it. Now they're nose to tail down the front straightaway with 1:35 to go. Oh, Netzel trying to shortcut it. Comes up short. And they are 0.6 apart now. Oh, Zach catching the pipe and magically getting out of the way for both of them. Heard it there. Uno momento for my Latino friends. Sportsman, you guys are up next. 40 seconds to go. Currently 77 degrees out, 48% humidity here in Ocala, Florida if you're watching online. Oh no, that was Zach upside down. It's 4.5 for Mark over Robert. 10 seconds to go. Looks like they might get one more lap here. And if you're one of our European friends, that's 25 Celsius. That is time. You're done when you cross line. Mr. Netzel came up short by just over 1 second. Sending it deep on Greg there. Might be sending a message. Mark is done. And Netzel might be sending a message for that A main later here. Van Neersen taking that one 23.613. Fast lap of a 15.256. Netzel 22.601 with a fast lap of a 15.38. Zach Montgomery with a 20 lap run 6.16 and a fast time of a 16.414. And I got scared. That's what it was. All right, sportsmen, Matt and Justin, mano a mano. All right, boys and girls. Looking for our marshals to come on out here. Yeah, I'm going to send Sticks out. He's going to take my place out here for this one. You can marshal for me all day, man. All right, drivers, roll them off. You got 90 seconds to turn and burn. And Mr. Sticks is coming on out. Only 2 cars out there, buddy. So There's a good chance that somebody else might have to marshal instead of you. Sticks says he might pull a hammy. Like, Sticks is going to be right up here in front of me either way, so not a bad deal. All right, hopefully this time Justin sorted out his battery situation. We think he put in a low battery last time. All I'm saying is I offered to use my charger on his batteries. Right over here by me. Yeah, you get to watch the hairpin there in front of the ski jump. All right, gentlemen, let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. Get in the grid. Your top qualifier, 15 laps, 5:17, Mr. Matt Bradley. Lining up second will be Justin Schwartz. First time out here. So far, he's doing good. Kept it in one piece. Like, we'll have Mr. Robert lining up for you. Dix is trying to get his phone here so he can go live. All right, gentlemen, this is listed as a 6-minute race. Do you want to do that or do you want to do a 5-minute race? 6 minutes good? All right. That's like, I got to make sure I got more battery than Justin. That was a strategic play. Hey, either way, the Chinese takeout's closed already, so it looks like I'm doing Arby's tonight, guys. If I'm not here tomorrow, you'll know why. All right, Sticks is doing something here. I'm not sure what, but he's getting his camera going. All right, boys and girls, 6 minutes on the clock. You guys are going live in less than 5. And Matt hammering down there, going wide. We just discussed that earlier. Was it me and Zach? I forget which. Hopefully, with school getting out here in a couple weeks, I expect to see some more parents and children out here running some our novice and sportsman classes. A lot of them doing extracurricular activities with soccer and baseball and who knows what else. Some of that's come to an end. Get on the Facebook group, New Red Hobbies and Race Facility, and start talking a little smack. Calling some of those guys out here. And yes, guys, we have the new awards. They've been delivered. Put them in the thing. We got the awards tonight. Oh, Justin do a little freestyle competition out there. I don't think he could do that again. I couldn't do it a second time. All right, Justin does have the fast lap of a 19.4, but he's back 6.3 at the line. Matt dropped a 20 flat there on an 18-lap run going. Justin on a decent 17 here. He's just got to find a little bit. Start working his way back to the front here, and Matt with a 19.8. That's a new fast lap for him. Justin answers back with a 19.7. I think he heard that time and freaked himself out a little bit. Oh, watch out, going wide. You guys are doing great. This is not an easy track, especially when trying to hit those fast laps consistently. Halfway. Matt coming back strong here with a 19.511. That's a new fast lap for the race. For him, Justin answering back with an 18.6. We knew he had it in him there. Oh, watch out. Matt going wild and crazy onto the straightaway. Justin dropping a 23 there. Going to lose some time now. 10.5 back. Talking about Mr. Matt, some consistency. The results, we want to look at the consistent times between your top 5 and your top 10, your top 15. Laps, and you can start worrying about making changes that make sense. Matt with a 19.2, new fast lap for himself. Justin has here 19.4. Stock Buggy 8 main, start heading this way. We got 135 in this race. That's going to be JR, Mark, Robert, Terrell, Dexter, Jake, Chuck, and Greg. Justin, new fast lap, 18.484. A 5.9 second lead here, so he's knocked off about 5 seconds. 1 minute to go, and Matt having a little problem in this lap. That was a 23. Now Justin hot on his tail here. Down to 1.8. You guys are going to get at least one more lap here. Oh no, Justin catching the corner. 10 seconds to go. Don't give up now. Anything can happen. That is time. When you cross the line, you will be done. Right now, Matt looking good to take this one. It's a straightaway. Anything can happen. Thankfully for him, nothing did. Matt's going to take this one. 18.608. Looking for Justin to finish it out here. Here he comes. First time out here. Doing great. Finished all races tonight. Oh, almost all the races. Stayed in one piece, though. Doing it. 18.618. Difference at 9.6 there. Great job, guys. And Justin had the fast lap of an 18.4. All right, boys and girls, Zach's going to blow the track off real quick. We're going to pause for the cause. This is the big show tonight. If you're not in this race, chances are you're marshalling it. So come on out, help us out. 8 cars in this one. Got Matt out there, Justin out there. Looks like we'll have Sticks out there. Zach. Like Eric's out there. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. Once again, if you're not in this race, you're marshalling. All right, still looking for JR, Terrell, Jake, and Greg to get checked in here. Plenty of time, guys, plenty of time. Clock hasn't started yet. All right, gentlemen, let's bring them up to speed. Got 150 to turn and burn. All right, we'll have Justin at the stoplight. We've got that Matt down there, probably going to come back this way a little bit. Sticks up here. Zach, if you actually want to help out somewhere after the tabletop there down by Matt, that would be great. And I think we might be okay with that. All right, boys and girls, we might try to record this one. I got to get the old GoPro hooked up here to a good signal. Six is eating up all my bandwidth. Uh-oh, let's keep it in one piece for the race, guys. Don't forget, after this race, we still got podium pictures and awards to do. All right, gentlemen. Grid is closed. Grid is closed. Give me 1 second here. Trying to hook up the good camera. All right, that's looking better. Hopefully it stays good. All right, gentlemen, hold your spot. Hold your spot. I'll call you to your grid spot in just a second. All right, boys and girls, we are going to be recording this one. This is your stock buggy A main. Your top qualifier. Come on down, JR Mitch. He's out? He's out? Okay, all right. We're going to, if he's out, we're going to bump up Mark Van Neersen to the top spot. One of the scenarios we can. Lineup second will be Robert Netzel. Third will be Terrell Bowen. Fourth was going to be Dexter Smith. Fifth will be Jake Engstrom. Sixth will be Chuck Leinbach. And round out the field, Mr. Greg Rajna. Normally, if we have a car that couldn't make the grid in the middle of the pack, we respect that qualifying effort and leave an empty spot there. So, all right, gentlemen, once again, this will be recorded. Hopefully in a week or two, I'll have it up on the site or on YouTube. Marshals look alive. Everybody's going live in less than 5 here. Stock buggy A main. Here we go. Clean start. We're clean and green. Respect, guys. Appreciate it. Pretty good, guys. Keep it going. Keep it going. Plenty of time. 6 minutes. It's Mark, Dexter, Robert, Terrell, Greg, Chuck, Jake, and... Oh, we got a little kerfuffle here. All right. Stay safe, Eric. Stay safe. Right now, it's Mark. Dexter rocking a 21.5. Netzel in third. Chuck Leinbach with a 21.5. A couple of guys invading this class with their 21.5s here, showing these 17.5 guys how it's done. Caution at the ski jump. And we are clear. And Chuck shaking and baking here. Who is that, Jake? Might have been. And Greg. Oh, that's Terrell. Excuse me. Still learning some of these guys' cars. Chuck, Jake, and Greg separated by about 2.3 seconds. I mean, all three of those guys for that fifth spot. It's Van Neersen. Netzel back 1.5. Dexter back 0.7 in third. Terrell back about 4 seconds in fourth. job from Marshall, picking the cars up and get them out of the way, put them back down when it's clear. Plenty of time, guys. 2 down, 4 to go. Dropping some new fast laps out there. Terrell with a fast lap overall, 15.6. Van Neersen 15.7, Netzel 16.3, Dexter 16.5, Chuck 16.8, Greg 16.8, Jake 16.9. Chuck, that is leader, hot on your tail. And second, hot on his tail. We got a battle for the lead coming down straightaway through the sweeper. Dexter back 6.3 in third. Terrell back 3.4 in fourth, so a little gap there. Dexter kind of in no man's land. That final podium spot right now for him. Chuck in fifth by 8.2. Jake back 5.9. A new fast lap for him. But 16.7. Leader crossing the line there. Here comes second place. Leader is the dark car with the white wheels. Second place with the yellow, pink, and red. And yellow wheels. Third is a black car with black wheels. Terrell is white car with green wheels. .22 lap pace, 6 flat for your leader, Mark Van Neersen. Caution the stoplight, caution the stoplight. Justin with the fancy footwork over there. Oh, leader getting tangled up with the lap traffic here. That was Jake, if I'm not mistaken. Dexter and Terrell battling out. That's a battle for position, Dexter, with you right there. Yeah, I said it right there. Oh, Dexter turns in early, catches the corner. Terrell going to get by him. 1:10 to go. Terrell rocking the white car with yellow wheels on that final podium spot at the moment. Dexter back 3.7. Chuck is in that position behind him in fifth. And Chuck back 12 seconds, though, so a nice gap for that. Comes Greg. Greg back in about 12 seconds in sixth. Oh, we got a couple cars upside down at the far end of the track. That was Jake and I believe Greg, maybe? Or Terrell. 20 seconds to go. Battle for the lead is 2.2. Battle for third is 3.2. Oh, somebody's up on two wheels. Bet you can't do that again. That was second place. He's still going to hold on to second place with 5 seconds to go. This is going to be it. Eric, oh no, Eric, one more, Eric. He flipped the car upside down and kept it. Mark is done. Chuck is done. Cross line, you will be done. Dexter going to get that final third spot. Robert's done. Poor Terrell. Got the raw deal on the Marshall in there. Greg's done. Looking for Jake to finish it out. And shut it down. Shut it down. Mark Van Neersen going to take that one 22.604. Netzel 6.10. Dexter getting back on the podium there at the last lap with 21.609. Terrell 21.614. Leinbach with 20. Greg with 20. And Jake with 19. What a race, guys. What a race. All right, we're going to get to our podium ceremonies here in just a moment. I want to thank all our live stream viewers for tuning in. Once again, Friday is indoor oval practice for Saturday's oval race. Friday practice 11 to 5:30. Racing Saturday, gates open 10, registration 6 p.m., racing at 7. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys then.